Hey guys, this is RazorXsketch again, back with another drawing video. Like I said, I was doing a two-parter on this Megaman X drawing, and as I look back at it, it does look horrible as a rough sketch. So this is what I'm going to do for this video. I'm going to use my kneaded eraser, erase these rough guidelines, and I'm going to be tightening up and using this lead pencil. This is a 1.5 Paper Mate, I believe? I don't know. I forgot which brand they use these for, but yeah, I'm gonna use this to tighten up and maybe fix some of the small errors I have or that I saw on this video. And after that, we're gonna get started with the shading, but that will be in time lapse. So sorry if I'm gonna be talking too much or if it's gonna be going by way too quick. So let's get started. Okay, that's about as much as I can do for right now. There's still some lead on the paper. Next time, when I'm using Ticonderoga, there we go. When I'm using Dixon Ticonderoga #2 pencils, draw lightly. Otherwise, you're gonna smear some lead all over the paper and it's gonna look awful. Okay. Now that I got that out of the way, let's start with some precise lines. Cool thing about roughs, you always know where to place the finish lines. But the bad part is, if you do the roughs too dark, it's gonna leave an impression on the page. It can't be good for anyone. Getting the top of his mohawk crown or something, metallic mohawk. I don't know what you call that. I'll just call it his mohawk. Maybe he's a friggin' rock star or something. Yeah! Like, was it one of those punk rock bands? That'd be funny to see, huh? Megaman X is a punk rock band member? Playing the guitar. Actually, on some fan art, he does play a guitar. Ah, can't believe I left that out. Getting his robotic ear. Make sure it's all nice and clean. And accurate. Because if it's not accurate, oh, I'd be so screwed. I'd be a failure as an artist. My poor honor and name shall be shunned for the rest of my days. My children's children will look down on me. Looking down on my grave. Yeah, I'm just over exaggerating. Alright, get his face helmet here, or the frontal part of his helmet. Get the side panel. I really did like the concept of Mega Man X when he first came out. I mean, like, he was the first video game character I liked ever since he came out. I looked at his earlier versions from the official Mega Man games, the arcade games. Yeah, I liked him, but he wasn't as cool as much. He was basically a kid. Here, he's a teenager. Or either that or adult-ish. Like young adult. There we go, young adult. And get his face here. And one thing I noticed on the first drawing when I was looking back on this drawing is that his eyes were really off. Or at least they weren't normal in my standards. You know me, I'm a perfectionist. I can't help but get things right the first time. It's an obsession. It's my OCD, people, okay? I'll officially name it as that. It's my official OCD. Can't help it. I can't help it. It's the way I was born with. Okay, get the top of his head, or get the eyebrow, the helmet eyebrows. It's funny. Oh no. Ah, there we go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My dad just came home with groceries, and the dogs go absolutely nuts whenever they see him home. So yeah, let's continue where we left off. Right now, I'm just getting the eyes. And when I did the eyes before, I did them really, really badly, so I have to redeem myself for that. See what I can do for his eyes now. Get his cheek there. I think that's his cheek. I don't know if that's his eye or his cheek. Can't really tell. But yeah, let's get his other eye here. His eye's like his outer eye is like really, really, really thin. But it has to match with the outside eye. This is matches other eye. I learned this in art school. Whenever you're drawing eyes, make sure there's one eye length apart. It may not show it here, but that's because it's a different style. So, yeah. Here's his nose. Draw his nose really, really small. Draw like a 90-degree angle line here. Oh, wait, I forgot about something. Let's get his actual eye. Get his iris. Looking back at the references again, making sure everything is right. That's the thing you gotta make sure of. Not everything can be used by the reference. Get his other eye there. Alright, that's looking good. Now his mouth, that one's going to be tricky. Get his mouth here. Ooh, that's actually starting to look really, really nicely. I am loving this. Okay, now that I finished with the face, finished with the face. I gotta continue anymore. Let's head down to his body. Get his shoulders. It's a cool thing about robots. It's always segmented pieces. Whenever you're drawing a robot, just draw one piece at a time. You're drawing like shoulders, torso, pants area, legs, I don't know what you call it. But yeah, drawing robots is fairly easy to do. You just gotta block everything out. And once you're good with that, just like the rough drafts in the earlier video, draw roughs, get everything drawn out. And then tighten it up. Ooh. Get his older shoulder. All segmented pieces. Make sure everything is tightened up. Okay, let's get his torso. Get the back here. Get his front right here. And here's what I just discovered. That when you're doing his torso, basically his chest, it is circular up here. But when you get down to the pectoral plates, as I would call them, they are a separate piece. They pretty much overlap the chest a tad bit. As you can see, like I said, they're plates, so they wrap around his torso. Let's get the other one. Let's get the other pectoral plate. It's funny now that I have enough confidence to do these videos again. Oh boy. I made a slight mistake. There we go. That way it shows it overlapping. There we are. Get his other pectoral plate. This time make it more even with the bottom. And then get center piece here. See, whenever I'm working or whenever I'm tightening up certain drawings, or when I'm doing certain drawings with good finished pencil, I always use my lead pencil. Oop, made a little scar right here. Erase that bit real quick. There we go. I always use lead pencils because they are so thin, and you can use those lines for about anything. I've watched a whole bunch of drawing videos. I watched Mark Crilly. I've seen Evan Burris from the Cartoon Block, and I see how they manage to do their videos and how they do their techniques for drawing, and I'm like, wow, I gotta amp up my technique. But after 8 years of art school, you learn what you can, and I have learned a lot. Let's see, where am I at? Wait a minute, what am I talking about? Of course I know where I'm at. Where am I going to next? Okay. Right now, I am getting his right arm. It's another piece right there. You should know that this is a section right here. Like this little band right here, you know that's a section or a separate section of his entire body because, well, that's how it is. It's a joint, basically. I just got his bicep, I believe. Now let's go down to his arms. Now his arms are very big. It's like his whole hand can basically crush your skull in like 1 second. Or his hand can wrap around your skull. That's what's scary about it. I'm making this a little messy. So let's erase it. Tighten it up. Now it looks like a grid. Now it looks like a dotted line. Okay. Yeah, get his gauntlets. Or just his forearms. I don't know. I don't know what you would call them. All just big shapes and pieces. There's another band right there. Well, you know that's where a section joins with the rest of the body. Okay, now let's go to his hands. First, let me draw the bottom of his arms. Despite having very blocky shapes or very big shapes, big bulky shapes for his body, they're actually quite form-fitting. It actually makes him very humanoid, but yet very robotic. They really amped up the aspect of the robotic part. Okay, right now I'm getting his hand, his right hand. I am not good at hands. I'm going to tell you right now, I am definitely not good at hands. But probably as I keep practicing and keep doing these drawing videos, I will learn to do them better. Because hands usually don't help me out as much. Oh, hold up, made a slight proportional error. There we go. Had to get in close. There we go. Get his individual fingers. Now his hands are basically like big white gloves. You know how you wear gloves and you see folds in the fabric and everything like that? Yeah, that's basically what's happening here. They may be big, they may be blocky, but they do get the job done when he's fighting. Alright, got his thumb there. Now let's get his other fingers. Let's get the top of his hand here. Get his middle finger. It'd be funny to flip him if he flips you the bird. That would have been hilarious if he did that in the games. It was like, hey Sigma, F you! I don't know, maybe I'm tripping or something, I don't know. But they felt that would be funny if that happened, at least in this generation, but back in the 80s, nah, that would have been very offensive. Especially to me, that would have killed my childhood. My childhood is my dream! My childhood is my everything. Okay, I just finished the hand. Get that out of here. Freaking eraser shavings. I just finished his hand. Now let's go down to his drawers area. His undergarments. It's like a separate piece. It's like he's wearing techno undies. Imagine someone wearing something like that for real life as like a daily clothing. If he would wear something like that, he would not be able to walk at all. He would lose the circulation in his legs. Getting the separate piece here. Going down to his coin press area. I don't know if that's referred to only for women or men. I don't know. I guess it works both ways. Both ways. Yeah, I think it's a unisex thing. But, what can you do? Alright. Get the other side of his leg there. Sorry if I'm working roughly again, force of habit, but gotta lay out. You gotta lay out. Okay, back at the band area here. That way you know that's a separate piece. And draw his legs. Or his thighs. His thighs are basically just big pipe cylinder like pieces. It always ends up straight. And always 3D. Okay, got his legs, or at least his thighs. Now for the last remaining piece, his Mega Buster arm. I've seen many different variations on how his other hand turns into that. Oh, wait, we forgot something. Get his other bicep. Ooh, hello. It's starting to itch. Okay, back again. Yeah, I've seen many different variations on how his left or right hand turns into his Mega Buster. I've seen it turn mechanically into his arm, and then I've seen losing track of my conversation here. I've seen him like retract his hand into his arm. That way, it becomes a gun in place. And I've seen it become like digitized from his hand to his gun. I don't know which way I liked better on his transformation. I mean, when you do it mechanically, when he transforms it mechanically, that's more of a realistic kind of way. But when you do it digitally, that's that shows how advanced they are in the future, or at least in the timeline of the games. I don't know. I can't really choose. I can't really pick and choose. Okay, almost getting finished. Get the muzzle there. Get the top of the muzzle here. Get the bottom. It's always a circular muzzle. Sometimes when he gets his new armors, it's always changes drastically. It becomes like either a two-muzzle gun, like in the third game, or it becomes like a multi-muzzle thing. Like, you would have like 5 muzzles of his Mega Buster on one hand. Like, that's just crazy. Get the lines in there, that way you know it's officially a muzzle. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. And let's just get that band there. And the band there. Okay. Now, as you can see, I've tightened it up. Tightened up the drawing a bit. He looks much more precise, much better. Wait. Okay, now he looks much better. He looks a lot better now. I've done all the tight drawings and everything. He looks a lot better. I think I've said that like about 3 or 5 times. I don't know. Gotta stop doing that. Now, I'm going to take my Dixon Ticonderoga pencil. It looks a little dull, as you can see. I'm going to have to sharpen that up. But I'm going to do this in time-lapse. Going to work on the shading. And once I'm done, I will get back to you. Okay, that'll about do it right now. I have completely did all the shading, and I think I did pretty well on it. Though some of the proportions are a little off, but that's what happens. And I will probably get used to this more by the time I do more and more videos. So if you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and what was it? Also like my Facebook page. I'll send a link on it. Sorry, I'm a little focused right now. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page. I will do more of these videos, and I will be back with another one. Sketch you later.